Alright, what's up guys, Chokosura here, and guess what? We are back playing Mana Rando. We're back. Yeah, I had to take a couple of months off from burnout from this rando because honestly it was necessary. And yeah, definitely needed that, rest period, that break from playing this rando. But now we're back. I'm all refreshed now. The burnout is gone. So we're going to be back doing Seed of the Week for the Secret of Mana Randomizer every week as I've done last year. So we're just pretty much going to pick up where we left off. Yeah, so another thing is that there is now a newbie's guide on the Discord of this randomizer which I created. So if you are new to the randomizer, you have no idea what this randomizer is about, you have no idea what anything does, or how to play, how to set it up, all that good stuff is in the newbie guide. So go ahead and join the Discord and check it out for yourself. So definitely a lot of information in that guide. I'm always adding to it, so there may be some new stuff in there from time to time, but right now it's pretty much complete. Unless someone, tells me they recommend I add something else to it, then I'll consider it and I'll add it in. But other than that, yeah, let's get on into this week's seed. We have, I believe, 12 flags for this weekly seed. This is number 233. Starting off, we have a random starting character. It is what it says. Our starting character is going to be random. Restrictive logic, as always. Vanilla bosses, self-explanatory. All the bosses are going to be in their vanilla locations, so we know what boss is where. Hints are going to be disabled, so we will not have access to hints on the seed. It is what it says, so we're on our own pretty much. Starter gear flag is pretty nice to see. So instead of having just the chest piece for our starting characters, we will have the chest piece, the armband, and the helmet for our starting characters. So we will have all three pieces of armor from the start of the run. Basically, this means we're not really too pressed to buy armor right away. We can sit on the starter gear for a little bit if we need to. So yeah, I mean, starter gear is always a nice flag. It gives you a lot of evasion. It gives you a little bit more defense to work with. We also have find both characters at current levels, so all three characters are in the seed. We also have random enemy spawns. It is what it says. We can see any enemy in any area, doesn't matter what it is. We may run into it. We also have faster magic levels disabled. So what this means is we will not have access to the faster magic leveling, where it's quadruple. This is going to be vanilla spell leveling. So instead of, level 0 to level 1, needing 3 casts, you will need 12 casts to get from level 0 to level 1. We also have enemy type status ailments, self-explanatory. We also have a random amount of seeds required for this run. So the minimum is 6 and the maximum is 7. So basically this means that we need either 6 seeds or 7 seeds to complete the run. This is a Mana Tree Revival seed, by the way, so we will have to find at least 6 seeds or 7 seeds to complete this run. Alright, so yeah, those are the flags for this weekly seed. I'm probably going to be rusty as all hell, so this might not be my best playing, but we'll see. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Looks like we have the girl as our starting character. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, I'm going to see if I can do the skip here. Like I said, I am rusty because I haven't played Mana Rando in like 2 months. I think that's good right there. Yep. Alright, starting off with the spear. Okay, Dragon Agility Stone. Alright, so we're gonna go right into our freebies here and see what we can find. Keep in mind, there are no hints, so we will not have access to them. Okay. Salamander's nice. Let me see. Vanilla bosses, so Mantis Ant is going to be in his lair. Okay. Oh, chest guards are there. That's nice to see. We do have an earth elemental weapon, so I don't think it's a good idea to fight that because it's going to take a little bit longer to kill him. Mantis Ant is strong against earth, so we're not going to bother with that. Yeah, I can use Flame Saber, but I'd rather not. Alright, let's head on to Moogle Village here. We also have 2 shots of Fire Bouquet, but still, it's not worth it. We're just going to skip it right now. I mean, if I had literally any other element weapon spear, I would fight that. Okay, there's the Earth Seed. Alright, so from here, we're going to head straight to Mera. We're going to do the Empire checks right now. We'll go to Mera into Northtown Castle, Northtown Ruins. And I'm going to go ahead and check this shop just for the information. We do have starter gear enabled, but if it gets to the point in the seed where we start taking significant damage, then we will want to upgrade. Okay, Spiky Suit, Silver Band. Oh, Powerless is here. That's unfortunate. We don't have any cash. I might have to come back for that. So once we get some money, then we'll come back for that Powerless. I'll go ahead and check this shop as well since I'm over here. Wouldn't hurt. Okay, Tiara, Frosty Ring, Chest Guard, I'm sorry, Chain Vest, Circlet. Alright, so we're gonna head up here, grab these 2 chests, and then rope out, grab the jail chest. Oh, there's the Sprite. Okay, cool. We take that. And it looks like it came with the sword and the Dryad Seed. Okay. Sprite. Let's see what you got. Con Ice. Yeah, you can keep that, sure. I think what I might do here is start working on my Salamander magic. And that way, at the very least, I can get 36 points on it. Because keep in mind, we are running vanilla spell growth. That's what faster magic levels being disabled means. It's vanilla spell growth. Okay, there's 1800 gold. Nice. Let's see. We rope, or flame me out rather, not rope. Northtown had chain vest there. I honestly don't think that's worth picking up. And I think I should probably try to fish for an int weapon too, because again, we're running vanilla spell level growth. So our spell levels are not going to be high this seed. So basically, we want to try to milk as much damage as we can from these low level spells. And we want to try to hit weaknesses if we can. Assuming we find, you know, other elementals. Okay, there's the gold key. I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Go ahead and check Santa's house here. Okay, there's Lumina. Lumina on a seed like this is kind of useless because, again, vanilla spell growth. Lumina is expensive as all hell, and it's just not worth powering her up. So we're just going to leave her as she is. We may need it for crystal orbs, maybe, who knows. Alright, so we're going to step in Ice Palace here. Probably get Sprite to level 2 here so I can get his MP back. Alright, Bow Orb. Hope out. Alright, next stop is going to be Lighthouse into probably Tasnica. We know where power risks are, so we can go back for those anytime. We might not even need them, honestly. Alright, Glove Orb. Okay, no weapon orbs for our sword and spear just yet. Yeah, Lumina as a whole is just hard to use. I'm just gonna say it. Lumina is just hard to use. Because 4 MP on Lucent Beam is, I'm not gonna say it's atrocious, but you really can only get 2 casts out of it until you hit level 13. I mean, unless you got a bunch of walnuts, then it's really not worth using. Unless you absolutely have to. Chest? Money? Nope. We got needle to the face. Unfortunate. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is check the shop. 1, because we have money, and 2, we want to see what's here. Okay, IVs. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we take these. Definitely take those. Okay, so we got Raccoon Caps, which is a pretty nice boost of defense right now. I mean, we are still level 1. We don't need the defense, but the earlier you upgrade, the more you don't have to worry about upgrading later. So you can buy stuff like Raccoon Cap or, you know, Steel Cap, Golden Tiara, and just sit on those. Ooh. Hello, Luna. Luna is going to be absolutely massive. But as I was saying, you can buy stuff like Raccoon Caps, you know, Quilted Hoods. I think we go to Kakara here. And sit on those. headgear, golem ring, no thanks. Alright, so next stop is going to be Matango. We can go Matango into Gold Isle actually, because we do have the key. We can grab that chest out of Light Palace. Because that chest is free. The second chest is not, but the first chest is. Okay, there's the whip. As a matter of fact, nah, I'm not gonna upgrade here. I still want to get those power wrists from Southtown. Okay, there's Cobra bracelets. There's that. A little bit out of our price range right now. Okay, so 2 seeds, Earth seed, Dryad seed. Salamando, Luna, Lumina. We're honestly in pretty decent shape right now. Alright, go up. Alright, punch bug. Might as well check this. Ooh, okay. Don't have to go to Southtown. Is that spiky suit? It is. Yeah, might as well grab that too. At least we can get Sprite situated here. The girl's gonna have to sit on her kung fu suit for a bit, but she should be okay. Alright, so I think that's all we can do. Well, hold on, no, there isn't. We can check Grand Palace chest. We might as well do that. We have the whip, so we can go ahead and check that and see what's there. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is start working on my Lumina magic here. Lunar magic rather. We need 12 casts to get to level 1. So if I get something out of this. 5 is fine. Because we're going to have to go to Pure Land eventually. So we really don't want this falling too far behind. Like, we don't want to be toting level 0 Luna when we're like level 15 or something like that. We don't want that at all. Yeah, $1,000. Oops. Alright, so that should be everything. We don't have the axe. I guess we just go to ruins here. I forgot to check that shop, but that's fine. We're not worried about it too much. We've got Raccoon Caps and we've got Power Wrist. And Sprite's got a spiky suit, so we're good. fit one more in here. Ah, he didn't spawn. I'm trying to get this to level 2. There we go. Perfect. Are we full MP? No, we're not. Alright. We're not going to drain from that. That's moon element. We will drain from you, though. Or we'll drain from that over there. What? And let's just go. We're not at full MP, but we're fine. It just means I have to drain from the boss sooner. Ideally, you want to go into boss fights with full MP, but sometimes you just can't. And that's okay. Alright, so this is going to be wall face. We're going to toss a couple of fireballs at him. Go. Alright, so we have a solution for Snow Dragon at least. We have Salamander. Alright, Jav Orb and Sylphid. Okay, Sylphid's good. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead, we'll peek this shop. I'm trying to find like a something for Prim here. Yeah, we'll take it. Grab some of these too. I know there's chest guards and potos, but chances are I'm not going back there unless I have to. Alright, so we've got Luna at level 2 for Sprite. We've got Sylphid, which I probably should work on that. Okay, nothing on girl. Okay, Wind Seed, Sword Orb, Spear Orb, Jab Orb, Glove Orb, and Glove Orb. Okay, so the real prize there was the Wind Seed, which is nice. That makes 3. And there is a world where I turn in the Wind Seed and power level my spells, but that's going to take a while. So we're just going to go right to Dwarf Village here. And I'm thinking about forging. Yeah, I'm thinking about forging here. I want to fish for an int weapon. Okay, Midge Mallet on Watch. That's actually really nice. Alright, did we get an int weapon? Yes. Okay, sword, light agility, light con. Okay, so Sprite is going to keep his sword then. We're not going to check the shop. We don't need to. Alright, 200 bucks on Elder. Lumina. We can actually do that check too because we have the whip and we have the Earth Seed. Oh wow, 2,000 bucks there. Eh, nah. I would check the shop, but I don't think I need to. I would rather save that money for like walnuts or something. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and save split Tropicalo. We'll save split Kilroy, see what they have. And probably do a full early game clear. Alright, I actually want to use Air Blast here. Go ahead and get some XP on the Silphid. Alright, he's dead. I think if we find Undini or Gnome somewhere, then we might just go to Wind Palace. Level Orb. Wow. Okay, Water Seed. Alright, this is looking like a Jet Seed. I'm gonna go ahead and check this. I should save, but screw it. We're just gonna do the check. Alright, again, we're using Air Blast. You did. There we go. Now, you may be thinking, why am I not using the girl's magic? Well, because one, it's Lumina. We don't need Lumina here. And two, it's not necessary. We're running faster magic levels disabled, so it's not going to be that much faster. Alright, Boom Orb, and oh my god, the Dark Seed. This is definitely looking like a Jet Seed. Alright, so what we're going to do is check the magic rope chest here. We'll spam silence on the way there. Watch my MP here. 4. Axel. Look out. Let me drain my MP back before I leave. There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking about just full clearing early game here. We can do Witch's Castle too. We have the sword and the whip, so yeah, full early game clear doesn't seem like a bad idea here. So let's do just that. I am going to save. I have to save with Nico though. Not to mention, both of these bosses here are weak to fire. So it shouldn't take too long to kill them. Yeah, as I was saying, Lumina is one of those elementals either you have to use because it's the only thing you have, or you have to use it on like crystal orbs or something. And those of you who've been following my runs long enough know that I despise Lumina. Well, I don't despise Lumina. I despise the fact that Lucid Beam is 4 MP. That's the only thing I dislike about it. Alright, we are going to actually use Lava Wave here. Try to get this up to 1 while I'm here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Lumina just has a lot of problems with it right now. Okay, Spear Orb and $600. Okay, we can take that, sure. Lightsaber being 5 MP is absolutely atrocious. Lucid Barrier is nice, but it can actually hurt you in certain situations. Especially on seeds where the enemies have status effects. Like awful status effects, Lucid Barrier is actually kind of bad. But yeah, Lumina just has a lot of issues with it. If you compare it to like every other elemental. Gnome and, oh wow, Light Seed. I think we're going to Pure Land. It makes sense to go to Pure Land here because we have 6 seeds. We may need 6 to finish. We may need 7. If there's a 7th seed there, then we're good to go. So there isn't a world where I don't go Pure Land here. I want to start working on my gnome magic, and the reason why is because 1, we don't have Undini, and 2, I'm getting slept. Dang. 2, we can hit weakness of the last 2 bosses here. Okay, we gotta watch out for that guy. I just want to get a head start on my gnome magic here. Let me drain because Snack is coming up. Is that Earth Slide coming? No. It looked like he was going to do Earth Slide there. Oh. Alright, Whip Orb and the Javelin. Okay, we don't care about the Javelin. Again, we want to work on this gnome magic. Probably need one more. Yep. That should be it, right? Yep. Alright, so against Axbeak, I want to use Gem Missile. Again, we want to work on our gnome magic so we do more damage to Thunder Gigas and Blue Dragon later on. Okay, we didn't level up there either. Jab Orb and... Oh, there we go. That's go mode. That's 100% go mode because we either need 6 seeds or 7 seeds, and we have 7, so there's our go mode. Alright, so we're just gonna spam Gem Missile here. Now, it may be a little bit dangerous for me to do this without walnuts. So another reason why we want to get this as high as possible. If only because of Thunder Gigas, that's why we want to work on this. Did. Yep. Yeah, so we might have made a little misplay by not buying walnuts because we can't use Magic Absorb on Thunder Gigas, so we're gonna have to make sure we kill this Thunder Gigas as soon as we can. Alright, Boom Orb, Axe Orb. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing to the red dragon up here. We're just gonna spam Gem Missile. There's level 2. Level 2 to 3 requires, I think it's 15 casts. Pretty sure it's 15. Kind of unfortunate we trained only 4 MP there. Okay, Luna just hit 3, which is good. And Gnome should be halfway to 3. Maybe a little bit more than halfway. I might even have to get the girl involved here with this next fight. I might have to cast like Moon Energy on her or something. Okay, Bow Orb and Jab Orb. I definitely want to try to get this to level 3 before I hit the next boss. There we go. Okay, level 3. I do want full MP before I go to this next fight. I'm gonna go ahead and prep girl here. So we'll do this. You start casting again, not there. Okay, he's dead. Perfect. Yeah, that's the reason why we want to level up Gnome there, is because we want to kill that guy in one rotation. Because if it takes more than one rotation, I don't have walnuts, and we can't drain MP from him, so we're going to have to melee him. Alright, Sword Orb, Boom Orb. Okay. We did level. And we should be fine for a Blue Dragon. Ow. We are starting to take a little bit of damage, which is fine. We're almost done with the run anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, okay, hold on. 2 casts. Now, you may be wondering why I didn't cast speed up this whole time. And the reason being is because I wanted to level up my spells on the fly. Casting speed up makes me move faster, which usually that's a good thing, yeah, but I did not want to move through these areas too fast, if that makes any sense. Alright, so that's it for this run. So it looks like we're getting, what, 38? Alright, 38, 40, 38, 50 something. Or maybe 38, 30. Yeah, 38, 30 something. All right, so 38:39 is our time for the seed of the week. Yeah, so very straightforward seed. Nothing too complicated about it. I mean, the faster magic levels being disabled is kind of annoying, but it's really not in this case, because as long as you level up your spells to a certain level, like level 2, then you're okay against bosses. So this was basically get your freebies, go do Pandora Ruins, pretty standard stuff. Clear out early game. Early game had, I think, 4 seeds, because we found, what? The Wind Seed in the Treasury, we found the Dark Seed on Kilroy, I believe, and the Water Seed on Tropicalo, and then the Light Seed at the Water Palace. So yeah, 4 seeds were early. So clearing out early game definitely seemed like the play here. Not to mention, we got 2 free seeds from doing freebies. We got the Earth Seed from Moogle Village. We got the, what was it, Dryad Seed from Northtown Castle, I think. So those 2 plus your 4 freebies that you do from doing early game checks gets you 6. So there isn't a world where you do any other check. There really isn't, because you know that it is possible that you need 6 seeds to finish. So you go straight to Pure Land. The game gives you a cutting weapon for free because we got one from the sprite. The sprite came with the sword. So we didn't have to look for a cutting weapon. The whip wasn't necessary this run at all, so you can technically skip that, but the whip was free too, so you might as well get it. But yeah, Very, very linear seed. And I'll honestly be surprised if we have times over an hour here. I'll honestly be surprised. Because like I said, once you get those 2 free seeds from your freebies, you check Pandora Ruins, that's a 3rd seed. You check Dwarf Village, there's 2 seeds there. And if you turn in the Water Seed, there's another seed there, so that's 6. You go straight to Pure Land. You honestly go straight to Pure Land. Because like I said, 6 seeds could be your target. And if it is, then you're done. And luckily we found the Moon Seed in the Pure Land, so that makes 7, so you're done anyway. Once you get to the end, you're done. Really nothing else to say about this seed. I mean, the only way someone can mess up running the seed is if they check mid-game areas, if they check late-game areas. If they do all these other weird checks that don't make sense, then that's how they can mess themselves up. But I felt as though early game checks were definitely a better call here. And not to mention, we have Salamando, so you can hit weakness on Tonpole, you can hit weakness on Jabberwocky, you can kill those bosses very quickly. Sylphid was where? Wallface, I think? Yeah, Wallface. So if you wanted to, you could go clear Mantis Ant really quickly with even a level 0 Sylphid will kill that boss really quickly. And that's the thing about early game bosses is they don't have any magic defense. Most of them don't have, I think all of them don't have any magic defense. So even with level 0 spells, you can still deal a good amount of damage to them per cast. And if you take them on at lower levels, they're going to have less HP, so you just kill them faster. So that's why I say I feel as though doing early game checks in this situation is a better call than going somewhere like, you know, Northtown or doing any other check, Ice Country checks or whatever. It's just not worth it. Yeah, so nothing much else to say about this seed. I mean, it was super linear. And seed gave you a sprite for free, gave you Salamander right from the jump. There is no world where you need the girl's magic here. Even though the game gives you Lumina, you don't need to be casting Lucent Beam unless you want to, but even then it's not worth it. Just let the sprite kill everything, honestly. There are certain seeds where Lumina is good to use, but this ain't one of them. If you find yourself in a seed where Lumina is your only element, you have no sprite, you have no boy, you have maybe a mana seed or 2, maybe 3, who knows, and you come across a bunch of light weak bosses, if you're running, say, randomized boss elements or something like that, then yeah, Lumina gets a little bit more use because it'll be the only thing you have, assuming that's the only thing you have. But in a seed like this, where it's super linear, you get a sprite for free, you get Salamander for free, you get Luna for free. There is no reason to cast Lumina. No reason at all. I can even say the same, well, Fire Bouquet, yeah, I can see casting Fire Bouquet though, because if you want to kill those fire weak bosses even quicker, then yeah, you can go for that, but even then, it's not really worth the time casting it. It's really not. So this is one of those seeds where you just have the sprite, cast this magic over and over, drain with magic absorb, rinse and repeat until the boss dies. That's pretty much it. No reason to cast Lucent Beam, no reason to cast Fire Bouquet unless you want to. You honestly don't even need Moon Energy this seed. You really don't. Now, The only thing I can see about moon energy is if you're in a situation like I was where I had no walnuts against Thunder Gigas at the end, and your gnome magic, assuming you found gnome, isn't a high level, then yeah, I can see using moon energy there. But other than that, it's not really necessary. Also, this is one of those seeds where it's really nice to just power level your spells. Well, not power level, but get spell experience on the fly as you work your way between areas. Because the seed gives you Luna for free. Why not? Salamander you got from the first check. So why not just, get some spell experience? That way you're that much closer to the next spell level. And then you get to kill bosses faster. So yeah, other than that, not much else to say about this seed. But I will say that this was a good seed to come back to. Like I said earlier, I will be running these again. I did say I was gonna come back in February, and I am. I made that promise, and I'm gonna keep it. So yeah. Also, like I said in the beginning, there is now a Secret of Mana Randomizer Newbie's Guide available for those who are interested in checking out the randomizer, those who are interested in learning how to play the rando, those who've never seen this rando before and are interested in trying it out for themselves. You can check out that newbie guide. It has a lot of information for you, from how to start your first seed to, tips, information about weapons, elementals, boss information. All that stuff is in there. So like I said, there is a lot of information there, so you can check that out. I'll actually leave a link to the Discord below, and probably what I'll start doing is just putting the Discord link in the description below, so you guys can join the Discord, and if you're interested, try out this rando for yourself. All right, so anyway, 3839 is our time for this seed of the week, number 233. Yeah, it feels good to be back. I needed that break. I desperately needed that break. I probably should have taken a break a long time ago, but I just kind of pushed myself thin, which I really shouldn't be doing. But in other news, I am going to be, and this has nothing to do with SOM Random, I'm just kind of throwing this out there, but I am going to be in an upcoming tournament for the Chrono Trigger Jets of Time randomizer. That's going to be starting, I think they said mid-February, but I'm not sure of the exact date. But and I will be streaming those, so you can check out my Twitch channel. I haven't streamed in years, but I will be running the tournament, streaming my runs on there, so you can check those out if you want. All right, anywho, that's it for this seed. I will see you guys next time.